6 down for 91. Warren continuing. Oh, and hit the pad. Yes, he's got him. That's out. LBW. That hit the pad, and that is the end of De Freitas. Well, he's kept them so quiet. They've hardly scored a run off him, and now Warner's struck as well.
Yes, the top spinner thumping into the pad first, going from pad to bat. Umpire Randall recognising that. Definitely goes off the pad onto the bat. Top spinner, as it sometimes does, just turning a little bit. Umpire Randall believed it would have hit off stump. So De Freitas is gone for a duck. It's 7 for 91.
So Darren Goff, who's a bit of a fighter, and he's striding out to the centre now. That's not a bad average. It's early days, however, and he's got a higher score of 65 too. He's out there because of this LBW. Ball hitting the pad first and then deflecting onto the bat, but have a look at this, right in front of middle stump. That was the end of that. You can see there deflecting after it hit the pad onto the bat.
Yes, the top spinner there fizzing on. De Freitas not picking it. And umpire Randall judging him LBW.
Oh, and that's out, caught behind. Yes, he's got him, fast ball. Beautifully bowled by Warren. Goff just pushing forward. A faint little touch there. It bounced a little bit, may have been off the glove or perhaps high on the bat. But that is the end of Goff. 2 wickets in 2 balls, well bowled.
Yes, he was on a reconnaissance mission there, Darren Goff. He went out searching and straight into the gloves of Ian Healy. So Shane Warne is now on a hat-trick after having gone wicketless for a little while. He's got 2 in 2 balls. It's 8 for 91.
Yes, just pushed at this one. You can see it just bounce up around about glove height, but it wasn't a very clever shot. It's the sort of shot batsmen play when they're not sure which way the ball's going to spin. You can see him reaching out there, and just a faint little nick, and up they all go. That is the end of him. 2 in a row.
Yes, I'd say it might have just flicked the gloves on the way through. Sort of bit of glove and maybe even a little bit of handle there. It sort of hit between the 2 gloves, but certainly touching the glove on the way through. So Shane Warne now on a hat-trick. And he's caused some problems in the England dressing room. There'll be a bit of a scramble going on now in the dressing room. It's quite, well, I was going to say it's quite funny. As long as you're not the poor blighter who's having to scramble and get the pads on, I guess it is a bit funny, isn't it, Greg? You've seen the scramble.
Yeah, it's something actually that from time to time I dream about. I've had the odd dream about not being ready with the stadium waiting out there. It's a nasty feeling. You're scrambling for your pads and what have you, trying to get out on the ground. If you get a hat-trick, of course, or certainly 2 in 2, there's always a bit of a problem. These days, of course, you've got to put thigh pads on. You can see that Devon Malcolm there's got a chest pad on, an arm pad on as well. So it takes a little bit of time if you want to get it all on. So Shane Warne on a hat-trick. He's got 2 in 2, and he's going to bowl to Devon Malcolm. This is the first one. LBW, that's De Freitas out. Plum LBW, and very next ball, Darren Goff out caught behind. This is how it's happened. So 2 out of 2, and now we've got Devon Malcolm there. And if ever he's got a great chance of a hat-trick, this is it. Devon Malcolm with everyone around him. Wouldn't be a bad idea, I don't think, just to push one back in the outfield a little bit, because he may just have a lash at this.
Top spinner, if I was Shane Warne, nothing that spins, because I don't think he'll nick it. The top spinner that stays straight is likely to get the LBW or the bowl. And leg slip going in, which is a good idea, and that probably suggests that he is going to bowl a top spinner, because if the batsman's looking for a leg break and it's a top spinner, it quite often catches the inside edge and flies to leg gully. 5 men plus the keeper around the batsman.
There we go. Fleming took the last one. Merv Hughes before him.
Yes! Oh, he's got him! He's got him! Yes, he has! He's got him! It's a hat-trick! Yes, he's gone! He's gone! It's a hat-trick!
a great moment in his career. What a catch by David Boone. You won't see many better catches at forward short leg than that one. The Aussies are all around, and have a look at that. Fleming alongside Warren there, the last two to take a hat-trick for Australia. What a moment.
Well, it might be David Boone's birthday, but he's the man who's handing out the presents, because Shane Warne can thank David Boone. He went an awful long way to get that. Terrific catch by David Boone. Looked as though it was just out of reach. It was the top spinner bouncing up onto the pad, or sorry, to the glove, and Boone, he's gone a mile to get that. So he's presented Shane Warne with a hat-trick on his own birthday. Terrific catch. Yes, he's done well to get that.
A little beauty it was, and didn't he enjoy it? That's gone up many a mile. And he was still throwing it in the air when the arms of Warne were around him. Have a look at that. Up onto the glove, and a magnificent catch by Boone. Diving full length to his right. And that is a great moment in Test cricket.